comment on our Raveneye Week videos for your chance to win Operation Crimson Stone. We'll be choosing 3 winners, one from the comments on YouTube, one from OnTableTop.com, and our Cult of Games members get an extra chance to win.
Welcome back to Infinity Raveneye Week. Once again, I'm joined by the delightful Carlos and the delectable Killian.
Oh, delectable now. Nice.
As we dive into some of the profiles of the troops.
Yes, with the update of the whole Morat Aggression Force, we are now going to take a look at the profiles included in the bundle. Lots of stuff to digest here, subtle changes for current existing profiles, new profiles, and the promise of something better, of a brighter future. Okay, so let's take a look at them. Of course, we with the Morat Vanguard Infantry, okay, known because they have a K1 sniper rifle, for example, which is something that is so tremendous. K1 is an ammunition that the armor of the enemy goes down to 0, so ignores in a certain way the armor of the enemy, and that is demolishing, okay? You will notice that the hacker option is no longer present in the Morat unit profile here, because there's this kind of a spin-off, okay, like Mandalorian, Boba Fett, okay. Now the spin-off of the Morat Vanguard Infantry is now the Dartok Cyber Combat Team, which is a new profile. So in a certain way, the game designers have designed to make a more special and unique Morat profile as a hacker, okay, and that comes later,
Okay.
Raktorak, a lovely profile here for the Morats. Medium infantry with armor value of 2, BTS 6. Okay, but the cool thing here is number 2, for example, specialist operative. Those 2 skills already. Specialist operative, making missions. Number 2, which becomes the fire team leader if the fire team leader is down.
He's also got an NCO profile here as well, which is really useful.
NCO, there you go. He can use the Lieutenant Order. So Vulcan Shotgun, Ray Fury, okay. So always useful, and also is a wild card in the Morat Aggression Force.
So join any fire team and then act as that number 2 in case somebody wants the leader. Really good profile.
Yeah, having redundancy in any game is always handy, but especially in Infinity where orders are so important.
Exactly.
Yeah, so very flexible, very useful unit profile. The Dartok Cyber Combat Team, here it is. This is like the Morat Vanguard, but get out and have a more unique profile because his hacker device with upgrade Trinity plus 1 damage.
And that's scary. That's scary because that's not even assault hacking device that can only target other hackers.
Right.
This is multi-purpose, but it's got Trinity, which is the most aggressive anti-hacker program there is.
Yeah, so ends up being a hacker device with the cool program from the killer hacker device.
Yeah,
so still costing 0.5, which is enough, I mean, but a more unique profile. Also carrying pitcher.
Yeah.
Also having options with different loaders, weapons, okay, docked, okay, stuff that makes him extra useful and justifies having another 2 profile because you cannot add this in a single slot of the Morat Vanguard.
This is a Morat hacker, so it's tough, survivable, deadly, and it can also ruin your day with hacking attacks.
It's when hacking becomes a secondary option. And there's not many factions out there where the hackers can do so much damage in and of themselves without having to back it up.
Well, it's like a Morat approach to hacking. Like, how can we make this damage? Okay, this way. Okay.
Most damaging possible.
Yeah.
That's definitely a way to go.
So the Zerats.
Zerat, Special Missions Regiment, Mimetism -6.
Yep.
Okay. Total terrain, stealth, okay. No camouflage, okay, because that's not go with the Morat philosophy. But if you check, plus 1 damage, hacker device, killer hacker device, main layer, and multi-marksman rifle instead of multi-sniper rifle, because no one was using that option, because happens with all the infiltrators with a sniper rifle, nobody is using it, because you're sacrificing the good range and the infiltration does not go well together.
So it makes sense to give them the marksman rifle instead, which is better at those mid-ranges.
And just 1 SWC. So, yeah.
It's a stunning bit of kit.
Yeah.
Speaking of stunning kit.
Okay. One of the most dangerous units from the box here, the Russia Diplomatic Division, because has parachutist deployment zone apart from combat jump. Okay, so can enter into the enemy deployment zone, and that's enough. Okay, apart from that, eclipse grenades, not the smoke grenades, eclipse, blinds all lines of fire. There, no one can see through that. So that's the combination here of skills. Apart from the incredible close combat values, a killing machine. One of the most dangerous paratroopers
very
from the
high
game.
physical of 13 as well, which is good for paratroopers. Like that's quite high for a parachutist.
Stunning.
You know, and we have reached
not
that
most
moment.
stunning.
New
This
units.
guy is terrifying.
KYOSOT.
But he's got a lovely grin on his helmet.
That's why we bring Killian to these videos. His reaction is pure and unadulterated.
Yeah, I saw this profile and I went, oh no, Carlos, why? This guy is utterly terrifying. Bring back up the profile a second, okay? You see that BS attack T2? Yeah.
Yes.
T2 is a special ammunition that Ariadne used to have, solely Ariadne, where if it hits you, it will wound you twice, cause 2 wounds.
Oh.
But all his attacks,
all of them, with
all his guns now have
well,
T2 ammo.
BS attacks, yeah.
BS attacks. That's a submachine gun with T2 ammo. That is terrifying. You get that in close range, goodbye everything. Yeah. It's gone.
It's a good way to shred people, especially when you're looking at something coming at you that is either particularly hard to kill or sitting with it.
Overkill.
This thing is armor 3, BTS 6, and mimetism. This thing is terrifying. Good God.
And yet, he looks so cute. Why would you not want to give that a hug?
Well, that's why he has skulls on the logo, skulls on the helmet, everything, you know.
And you can't say you weren't warned, I suppose,
no,
if all of the skulls.
And with those colors, seems like a poisonous insect or something like that, like a frog that if you touch it, you die, or something like that.
Brightly colored. Nature tells you not to go near anything that's brightly colored.
Correct.
Scary.
Okay, moving on. KAITOK Shock Regiment. Probably many of you, after previous action pack, which was the military orders, and there was the Knight of the Holy Sepulchre, maybe many of you thought already that the KAITOK was going to be something like that, and you take a look at the profile and you see that it's not at all something like the Knight of the Holy Sepulchre. The Knight of the Holy Sepulchre was a super elite heavy infantry with weaponry and devices in order to make him one of the most important figures in the game. Look at this guy. Cost 22, 24. Okay,
so cheap.
It's very cheap. Look at his weaponry: chain rifle plus 2 bursts, flaming spear, heavy rocket launcher, fireback. It's not that expensive. It's very something that you can sacrifice at some point, even with the chain rifle. Okay, it's not that important. It's something that the most expensive version of it is 36 points. I mean, it's like a rock that you throw at the head of your enemy, and can be successful, can be not successful, but you're not spending, 50 points on it.
No, this is a sledgehammer. This is a disposable sledgehammer. You just slam into the opponents.
We used to refer to them as scud missiles.
Yeah.
You would aim it at your opponent, fire it in, and it would do the maximum damage it could. And if it took something out, fantastic. And if it got taken out itself, you didn't care because it wasn't a valuable piece of kit in your back line.
I mean,
that basic profile for 22 points with 2 chain rifles and flaming spear. That's ridiculous.
And plus 1 damage, and
armor 5 as well. I mean, it's survivable even with 2 wounds.
Yes, heavy infantry. So the more you think about it, it's just 22 points. I mean, can be in that secondary group of that like group 2, not that important stuff, but the KAITOK is there, and suddenly the KAITOK can save the day and has that kind of resiliency staying there.
And even with the fur box as well, with fire, they're flaming spears. So fire damage, continuous damage.
Yep.
That could take out tags and everything. It's just scary.
So, as you can see, it's not the usual super heavy infantry, I'm here for everything. It's something that pretty much finds a spot in your list, okay?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, regardless of what people plan, they can't really plan for that coming at them, especially not at that cost either.
No, very cheap.
Moving on, the new profile for TAITOK Aniat, which is an adaptation, really. Lovely artwork over there, right there. Shock immunity, specialist of heredity, climbing plus, religious troop, veteran, and one combat rifle, chain call, the usual hero, and also she's a wild card, so perfect. The cost 24 points, nothing too expensive, and makes the job. K1 combat rifle, I mean, everything without being overpowered is like, oh, please, yeah.
In addition to a standard fire team for that K1 combi rifle, goes straight, eats through armor.
It's a nice little compact package.
Yeah.
The dire foes have always been, you know, must profiles. You know.
Not the Panther.
Okay, fine. Hispano, that doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you don't talk about YouTube, fine. Okay, Sabuk, Morat Slavers, very special to profile here because has that HB high value target loadout, okay, but also some machine gun, ADHL +1 burst, which, you know, subtle ideas that, oh, this, you know, 15 points, but a adhesive launcher maybe with burst 3. That's because in a fire team that is something that suddenly, hey, come on, that is something that nobody else has, you know. So heavy riot stopper, some machine gun, dodge +1, nothing is special, but suddenly, hey, that can be useful, you know.
Especially for 15 points, quite cheap. I think definitely with the able to do a couple of things that other troops can't.
Yeah.
So now you have seen the unit profiles coming in the Morat Action Pack, and but we still haven't seen the KAITOK Hunter, right? Okay, let's take a look. Yeah.
Bring it in for the big win.
Oh, yeah. Well, take a look at that. As usual, all these kind of super units have 2 lines of skills and lots of stuff. Okay. Frenzy, Martial Arts Level 1, Berserk, Natural Born Warrior, everything into close combat. Forward deployment, +8 inches, dodge +1, docked, terrain, reduced to veteran. Okay, fine, it's a Morat, okay.
It's an aggressive Morat, like a T2 rifle.
T2 rifle.
Trench armor +1 damage as well.
Yeah, lots of fancy close combat things that, okay, if you get in close combat, enjoy. Enjoy because you have all the advantages.
Somebody will enjoy it. You're putting not enjoy that coming. No.
But T2 rifle with 21 points or 22 points, that's something really to take in consideration, okay? Apart from that, also one special slot with the Skurgo Job Root, okay?
Now, now this guy, the Job Root has Berserk.
Yeah.
The Job Root has Berserk. This is an attack dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
If Morats are going to appear on the tabletop with any sort of attack animal, it's got to be at least the equivalent level of nuttery that they have.
This is a pit bull on steroids. This thing bites on you and does massive amounts of damage.
Correct. Of course, a future release at some point of a KAITOK Hunter with the Skurgo Jabber will happen. The actual super special figure that we have here is to cover one of the T2 rifle, shock mines, or profiles. The special one is only available, obviously, at the Morat Aggression Force. So, yeah. Powerful stuff, lovely artwork once again, lovely miniature. What are you waiting for?
You've heard it. What are you waiting for? If you've not already seen what else has come out this week, then you should definitely be checking out the other videos because the Morats are, I think, coming big, coming aggressively right at you.
Yeah,
and
that's the Morat way.
It is very much the Morat way.
More contents coming in further videos. Stay tuned because we will have a special Morat Sectorial Army list video with explaining more stuff. So just you wait, okay?
All right then. Check out the rest of the content across the week for Raveneye.
Comment on our Raveneye Week videos for your chance to win Operation Crimson Stone. We'll be choosing 3 winners, 1 from the comments on YouTube, 1 from OnTableTop.com, and our Cult of Games members get an extra chance to win.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.